Hello everyone, this is our 2016 Land Rover Range Rover Sport 5-liter V8 Supercharged with 95,990 miles. You'd probably never guess it by looking at it. Beautiful Land Rover. I do apologize for the wind. It's a windy day here in Oklahoma. I'm mic'd up as best I can be, but alas, I cannot control the weather, so please bear with me. Beautiful red paint. I love this, kind of a wine color, kind of a cooler red. Lots of metallic flake in there, lots of contrast. Definitely grabs your attention. Crazy that this thing has 95,000 miles on it. It really does not look like it whatsoever. It is in really, really good shape. Just a few rock chips across the front, kind of intermittently. Nothing that really grabs your attention or is deterring from ownership, in my opinion. Just a very light amount of wear. And as you can see, I have the camera right up on the bumper, and these rock chips are still very hard to see. They're very few and far between. Kind of just lightly peppered across the front of the hood here because that slope is so aggressive. It is kind of prone to catching rock chips, but overall, I think the front looks really, really good. Aside from this being a 6-year-old car with 95,000 miles, we do have more of a noticeable scratch there by the driver's side hood vent. Front driver's side fender looks excellent, no issues. I do apologize, there is actually a little bit of scratching down here. Kind of difficult to see that. Front driver's side wheel looks great. Just a little bit of scuffing on that spoke there, but really not noticeable. Driver's side mirror, a few small little scratches right there, but otherwise perfect. Front driver's side door. Door looks excellent, no issues. Rear driver's side door, almost perfect, just has this little mark right there, that little L scratched into it, but otherwise looks awesome. Driver's side rear quarter panel doesn't have any issues, no flaws there. Rear driver's side wheel does not have any imperfections, looks awesome. Moving around to the back, looking at the back bumper, this vehicle does have front and rear parking sensors along with a backup camera. Makes it really easy to navigate this SUV through a parking lot. The face of the back hatch looks great. There's no scratches, scuffs, or anything like that. In really good shape, looks awesome. The back bumper is in good shape for the most part. It does have just a tiny bit of wear there, some really light scuffing. And then here on this trim piece, that paint is cracked just a little bit with some yellow showing. So really, really minor details. There's also a little bit of scuffing on that corner there. Somebody might have just tapped something, but I mean, overall, the back end looks great. I've seen vehicles twice as new with half the miles with twice the wear. Here on the passenger side, looking at the rear quarter panel, you could really see the paint come to life. It's beautiful. I love this color. So much flake in there, tons. It looks amazing. Rear quarter looks awesome. Rear passenger wheel looks excellent. No rash, no scuffs or anything like that. Rear passenger door, no chips, no scratches. Front passenger door, really small scratch there. Nope, sorry, that's just dirt. I lied. There's some construction going on nearby, so I fight with dirt versus vehicles quite often. Passenger mirror cap looks great. No rock chips whatsoever. I don't know how you do that with 95,000 miles, but hats off to you, people who've owned this car. That's extremely impressive and virtually unheard of. Front passenger wheel looks amazing, and even in the paint and the wheels, I didn't realize this silver has a ton of metallic flake in there too. So the front kind of has a machined, just kind of flat finish, but in between the spokes, I guess even these spokes in the middle here have just a ton of metallic to them. Those wheels look really, really cool. When you get the sun on them, you can see the difference between the finishes on the spokes, and it looks amazing. So I'll go ahead and walk around the vehicle from a 1-foot distance to give you a better big picture idea of the overall condition of the vehicle. Here at Exotic Motorsports, we like to do these comprehensive walk around videos to give our out-of-state buyers the confidence and peace of mind they need to purchase a vehicle from us sight unseen if they choose to do so. Walking around a vehicle from a 1-foot distance is a lot more indicative of what you might notice on a day-to-day basis and helps to separate the larger, more obvious flaws from the smaller, less significant ones, giving you a more accurate representation of the overall condition of the vehicle. I personally think this is a super clean Range Rover Sport. It looks awesome, one of my favorite colors, very well kept. Optioned very nicely too, if I might add. Kind of a beige tan interior. I love it. One of my favorite interior colors. One-touch windows for all 4 doors. Heated, auto-dimming, blind spot assist, power folding side view mirrors. That's a lot to say. We do have heated and cooled perforated leather, power adjustable memory seats in the front. Standard audio system does not have the Meridian option. WeatherTech all-weather floor mats. There's a power adjustable option for the seats. Perforated leather. Looks great. Push button start, of course. Fires right up, greeting you with that very aggressive V8 exhaust note. Gotta love that. Definitely never gets old. So there is the gauge cluster. No warnings, no issues. Everything is happy. No wear on the steering wheel anywhere. Steering wheel leather looks great. The wood grain looks really good. Driver's side door panel is perfect. No issues. Power windows, the one-touch windows anyways. Love that. You have your climate control, Bluetooth, satellite radio, all of your media options here, and your nav. There we go. Navigation, heated and cooled seats. Push, turn left for cold, turn right for hot. I'm gonna leave that on. It's kind of cold outside. Dual zone automatic climate control. And then, if I'm not mistaken, okay, yep, that's just for heating and cooling, so you can do it that way as well. Cup holder does have a protective cover as well. Very nice wood grain finish for the center console. I love that. Shifter does have sport mode. You have all kinds of different driving modes as well that you can toggle through. Variable height adjustment. You can turn off the auto start stop, which I love doing because auto start stop to me is a terrible feature that should have never been introduced. Heated steering wheel, very cool. Cruise control, paddle shifters for the transmission. You do have voice command, Bluetooth options, and media source cycling with that button. So lots of features. Auto dimming rearview mirror with a universal garage door remote control there in the bottom. Panoramic dual pane sunroof, which is really cool, especially at night. Having a panoramic moonroof at night is like the greatest. So the front seat is adjusted to my preference. I'm 6'1", 195. Get in the back here. So I won't sugarcoat it. It's not the biggest SUV as far as interior space goes, but I can sit back here relatively comfortably. I don't have all the room in the world like I would in, you know, a 1/2 or 3/4 ton pickup, but it is enough. I'm not cramped. My head's not contacting the roof, nothing like that. Plus I get rear heated seats, and that's hard to argue with. There's also a 12-volt input down there as well. So yeah, it's not super huge back here, not incredibly spacious, but it is enough to fit 4 of me in there, which is really hard to complain about, because I feel like that's pretty roomy to fit 4 grown adults. I've owned sedans that could not fit 4 grown adults, which I think is a bit silly, but I digress. Here we have our supercharged V8, which has a really nice growl, makes a ton of torque down low to keep this a really nice, comfortable luxury driving experience, so it doesn't have to rev up and you don't have to hear it or feel it, and it gives you enough torque to get going while keeping the RPMs down. Again, it provides you a really nice, luxurious driving experience, or if it's in sport mode, it will rev up, it will get in the boost, and this thing will move. It is not a slow SUV if you don't want it to be. This thing can get up and go, which is a lot of fun to experience, especially in a vehicle this size. Idle's really smooth, sounds really healthy, goes through all the gears with no issues. This really is a super fun SUV to own. It has a ton of cargo space in the back hatch. It has a good amount of interior room, lots of creature comforts. This red is breathtaking, and it's just a really nice upscale SUV to have. So that is our 2016 Land Rover Range Rover Sport. If you have any further questions, please feel free to check out this vehicle on our website at exoticmotorsportsok.com. Thank you for watching.